Hey guys, Miso. So today I want to talk a little bit about getting into an end game raid party. So getting into a Valtan party, getting into a Vicus party, and getting into a good one at that. Because last week I spent way too much time trying to get into a party and only getting into those parties that were doomed to fail. And also, on top of that, doomed to give up before they were able to beat the raid as well. So if you're in the same boat, hopefully this video will help you. So on the screen right now is me doing Valtan this week instead of last week and having a successful run because of that. I ended up getting a successful run last week as well, but I'll explain to you how I did it. So I know a lot of people give you kind of like top level, like, oh, you should do this to be able to get into a party and give you some BS answer. But I wanted to help you guys actually be able to get into a party that will succeed and win and hopefully have two supports because that makes things a lot easier. But there's kind of two methods, and one of them I'm going to have to go into depth a little bit more. The first method is the one that I chose, and it's pretty obvious, this one, but I think it's not very obvious how cheap it can be. So the first method is to upgrade your engravings. So when I was trying to get into a party last week, I had 3x3, and pretty much nobody let me into their party. Everybody who let me into their party were people who were accepting basically everybody, and those everybody basically were the rejects from the other parties. So we were kind of doomed to fail from the start because all these people were either A, undergeared, B, tried a million times and probably weren't doing the raid very well and they got kicked from their parties, or C, maybe they're in the same boat as me. But just because there was a mixture of everybody, it's a lot harder to do the raid and complete it. And it's also very likely that when you're trying to complete the raid, people will leave and disband the party. So the first piece of advice I'd say is spend a little bit money on your engravings and gear as well, your accessories. And it really is just a little bit of money. So as I mentioned, I was 3x3 last week and I wasn't getting into parties. And I decided, look, I'm just going to upgrade to 4x3 and I'm sure I'm going to get into a lot more parties, which is exactly what happened. So I spent, I think, 8K on my accessories to get myself from 3x3 to 4x3, not including peons, which is not a huge amount of gold in the grand scheme of things. If you're running alts, you're running whatever, even just like including like your Una's token gold, like you're probably getting more than 8K in a week, probably double that, if not more. So if you're at Valtan, at Vicus, wherever it may be. So spending a little bit of time, a little bit of money getting your accessories up. How did I do this? So here are my engravings. So as you can see, I have 3 Grudge, 3 Keen Blunt, 3 Pinnacle, 3 Increased Mass, and I have a negative in defense and move speed, which really isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. And with a mobile class like Glaver, these two really, especially the move speed, it really doesn't do too much to you. You just got to be a little bit better at dodging, a little bit better using your moves. It really isn't a big deal. But having said that, I actually have no negatives in my attack and attack speed, which would technically be cheaper than these move speed and defense reduction ones. So I could have even spent less money to get those ones, but they just weren't on the market for, the price that I wanted and also the quality that I wanted. But yeah, so these are my engravings. So as you can see, I have 3 relic pieces. And these relic pieces all have basically one thing: 5 in a specific engraving, which is increased mass, right? The rings themselves have a little bit more on them. They have increased mass and Keen Blunt, increased mass and Grudge. But these rings were actually not very expensive. They were only about 1.5k gold each. And that is because the quality of them are not very high. And also, what they're using is increased mass, which is the 4th engraving for a Glaver. So when you're prioritizing as a Glaver, you're going to want Pinnacle, Keen Blunt, and Grudge as your first 3, and increased mass is going to be the 4th one. So it's the least prioritized out of these 4. And that's why it's a little bit cheaper. So getting these 555 for the cheapest one means you get already your increased mass. And then what you can do is buy the ring with lower quality, because lower quality on ring actually doesn't affect the stats all too much compared to the earring. For example, let's take a look at this. A difference is about 18 quality on my earrings here, right? That is a, what is it, 13 difference in stat, whereas these two right here, a difference in 35 stat quality, 35 quality is only a 20, no, this is a, sorry, my math, 14. So you get much bigger difference with your earrings in quality, and not, let's not even talk about the neck. The neck is much more difference in stats when you have quality differences in your earrings versus your rings. The rings will always have the least decrease in stats based on quality. So that's why I went with the rings being relic and having these other these other engravings that you want, because you can actually get a pretty cheap ring for with the right engravings, but just have to have lower quality there. So that is the thinking behind it, and then I would fill out the rest of the stats, the rest of the engravings that I didn't have with my earrings in legendary, because legendary earrings are going to be cheaper than relic ones with these specific engravings. So that's how I was able to get the 4x3. Go for the cheapest rings and neck with the right stats, but with decent quality and with 5 of the engraving that I wanted. So this is the most stat efficient, the most money efficient way to get your 4x3 setup. Legendary earrings, relic necklace with 5 on the fourth priority stat, and then these two being relic as well as the rings. Doesn't matter the quality because you're not losing that much stat anyways. And the other way to get in a good party that I'm going to suggest is using your connections. So using the people that you know in the game already. Let's say you have some friends on your buddy list that you may talk to sometimes, you don't talk to them all the time, or you just don't talk to them at all. Either way, reach out to them. See if they have a support that they play on. If they don't main a support, see if they have an alt as a support. Just having one support with you when you're going into these parties will make the likelihood of another support to come join the party much higher. And as a result, your clear rate for these raids are going to be much higher as well. And it's going to attract more higher quality geared players. Everybody's going to want a support in their party. So if your friend who's a support joins a party and say, hey, I want to run with my friend, the person kind of has no choice but to let you in, even if your engravings aren't that great. Even if you're only a 3x3 engraving person, they want the support, right? So they're probably going to let you in as well. So reach out to your connections, see if any of them play a support and are at the right item level. Because even if it's an alt support, it'll help you a ton. Even if it's only one support, it'll help you a ton. It'll help you find these parties that you need. And that's what I did for this week. My cousin has an alt support, which is a 14-15 Bard, and I asked him, hey, can you run with me? Can we run together for this week and going forward? And he's like, sure, we can run on my alt. So I got together with him. He got in a party first because, of course, the support's going to get in the party immediately. And he's like, hey, can we run with this guy? He's my friend. And then they let me in. So if you have those connections, use them. And now if you don't, here are some ways you can make some friends in Lost Ark. And this is not going to be like a cliche like, hey, you should just talk to people type of situation. Just reach out to any random bar. No, it's not like that. People in this game are a lot of times antisocial. And just because you reach out to them doesn't mean they'll respond. And they might also be in a static already, so you won't be able to get them to join you. One way I suggest you to get these friends is by yourself making an alt, because as you're leveling up on your alt, you might run into people who have these support alts that are making their way up to the endgame raids. And if you make friends with them before they get to the endgame raid, then what'll happen is they'll get to the raid and they probably won't have a static they're running with. And then you can swoop in on that chance and invite them to come run with you. So doing that will let you make alt friends who aren't already kind of cuffed up to another group. Another way to make friends is making a support yourself. as I've mentioned, supports get into parties pretty much instantly, and they don't even have to be that great geared. So you don't have to spend a lot of investment on a support to get into an end game raid. But by doing that, what you'll do is you'll meet other people who may have support alts themselves. This is all going back to kind of meeting people and meeting their alts, because a lot of these people have alts at end game and are doing the same content as you are. It's just about making the friends and finding people who do have those alts. So making a support alt yourself, getting it up to the end game raids, or getting close to it, and then meeting these people and basically making friends with them. So hopefully this video helped you guys. I know that it was kind of a quote unquote like cliche answer, get more gear or make friends, but hopefully the explanation about how to get gear most efficiently and also how to make friends most efficiently helped you guys with your future raids, future content in the game, and future growth of your character. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section down below what you thought of this video, any questions that you had, and of course, as always, remember, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications so you know when my next video drops, because I don't drop them every day. So yeah, I'll leave you all with the video of myself completing the Valtan raid and getting highest damage, of course, because I'm a god gamer. Yeah, feel free to watch it to the end. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. I see. It's real significant, especially when I, actually press way instead of instead of Tyrane. Oh my god. Can't believe that. I hate getting knocked down by this guy. What the hell is this like blue thing under my feet? We gotta change stance to save that guy out of that. Prematurely change stance. Oh my god, stop getting the stacks on you. If you got the stacks, please use your panaceas. There we go. Nice, nice. I doubt I got DPS. Oh, I did! Nice! 26%. Let's go, baby. I mean, some people just not great at dodging attacks. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Parry. Man, Lancemaster. Such a great class. Ooh, big. Nah, that would be a lot to ask, honestly. I think the game is that generous. The airdrop. Yeah, some people don't even have one. No, I wish I could. Yo, what is Valtan doing in my space? He wasn't even there earlier. Oh my god. People trolling. Hopefully? Why? No? Stars at 8:30 p.m. PT. Never let go. You don't know me. Oh, your hatred. Oh, Cry For Me is such a good song. Does 8:30 p.m. work for you? Cool. You're more real love. Don't you care? Break your heart, bad boy, yeah, you really make me a mad girl, oh, whoa, whoa. Who's it on? Not me. Back and forth. Not on me, sucker. Oh, here's drop. And he usually does the spin after he does the charging leap X thing. Like the jumping leap X. It's a statement. He always does that afterwards. Watch your feet, watch your feet. One, two, three. Outside. What was that? What was this? What the hell was that? I've never seen that friggin' attack before. Oh my god. Hope I can pop my parry way too late. There's a spin, yeah. X. Hide here. Is it me? No, it is not me. Dude, what if... Stop following me! Oh my god! Piece of crap! Okay, grab. Oh my god, I freaking used my ulti during that. most people alive right now. Oh, good. Tilt. Back and forth. Tilt again. Oh, somebody got knocked off. Back and forth. Somebody got knocked off again. Somebody needs a tie rain. Oh, that's me. There we go. Good run. Let's see. Who was the carry of the run again? And who's this cutscene enjoyer we got here? Damn it, Hockey! Always you. Speaking of which, I think I need to turn up a voice. There we go. Alright. Cruel Fighter. That's me right there. Big Deeps.